along the shores of Lake Erie. The Dog Pound already in full roar. We welcome you to Huntington Bank Field here in downtown Cleveland. All right, we're just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll throw to get things going.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
They motion the slot man left. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. They send a receiver in motion left. Jackson now on 2nd down. He'll look for Mitchell out of the backfield.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. In motion comes Walker. 3rd and short, Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
It's always a risky decision anytime the quarterback tries to force the ball, especially into those tightly contested areas. Not a lot of daylight, not a lot of room for error. In this case, it just falls simply as an incomplete. But as this game unfolds, better decisions are going to lead to better results.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Ravens will take a 3-0 lead.
And that's a good drive right out of the gate. They're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good, positive result.
3 points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll run. This is Jerome Ford. And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game. So they go backwards on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 13.
Hey, 59!
Fake the handoff. Now Watson. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
This has been a tough sequence right out of the jump. You work all week on your opening script, and they're usually the plays that you feel the best about to try to establish some sort of early rhythm, but through 2 plays, run and pass, all they've done is go backwards.
Where's that? Dynamo!
3rd and long for Watson. To the left side, he's got Njoku. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
This brought in out past the 20. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. In motion comes Walker. On 1st and 10, Jackson. A throw left side, but it's incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
A shotgun snap, and they give it to Mitchell. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. 3rd and 9. The shotgun, here's Jackson. That's complete. It's Justice Hill out of the backfield. A gain there of 10 yards. 1st down, Baltimore.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they don't necessarily even have to see the running back in the check down. They can just feel him. It allows them to keep their eyes downfield, allow their tight ends and wide receivers to continue to work open. In this case, nice job by the quarterback getting that ball in his hands and letting him do the rest after the catch.
In motion comes Walker. From the gun, Jackson. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. To throw is Jackson. Going for it all. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him and will bring up 3rd down.
This offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. If they can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes, it's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. Oh, the coverage was great. They gave him no room to operate and made him pay for catching the ball. First and 10. The drive starts with a carry by 4. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 19-yard line.
They'll run once more with Ford. And he'll get close to the marker. A nice run, probably a yard short of that 1st down.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the first down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage, and in a lot of situations, it'll get you the first down, just not here.
He'll try and run for the first down. It's 4. And he'll get this up past the 30-yard line.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? And this is 3rd and short. Just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
It's Watson out of the pistol. He'll get this complete to Jerry Jeudy. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. So just a lone field goal in the first quarter of play. 3-0 is our score. And we're back to Cleveland in a minute. Third down, 3 to go. Throwing is Watson. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
So the hope is your 1 3rd down conversion from really jump-starting a possession that ultimately leads in points. But after that 3rd down incompletion, kind of throws a wrench into those plans.
Oh, but he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. Here's 1st and 10. The drive will begin with a run by Mitchell. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. It's the tight end Likely in motion. Off the play fake. Jackson. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. Searching for his Pro Bowl tight end Mark Andrews that time. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Jackson looking to throw. And that is incomplete.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that first down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10.
Set. I pretty four. Down.
Watson to throw. This one intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, with this guy might lose a little bit, Mike, as he gets long in the tooth. He certainly makes up for it in experience. You're not going to be able to do a lot of things to trick him on the back end. He reads this play right from the jump, makes a great break on the ball, and if that ball hits his hands more times than not, it's going to be a takeaway.
They'll run it over center with Mitchell. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
On play action, here's Jackson. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
3rd and long. Here's Jackson. Going up top and looking for Flowers. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
And he will get into the end zone. Peyton Mitchell. Touchdown, Baltimore. It's his 4th touchdown on the year. Tucker, good on the extra point. And the Ravens are out to a 10-0 lead. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
We're set.
He'll open this drive on the ground with 4. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
Well, has been the case this entire 1st half. It's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. That's into the hands of Judy on the right side.
Well, so often we see quarterbacks standing in the pocket, holding it, seeing if they can create something downfield. Well, not that play. That play was simple. Snap the ball to the quarterback, spit it out into the hands of your receiver, and let's see what he can do.
3rd and a yard.
We're set.
Tillman, the man in motion. On 3rd down, here's 4. Call it a gain of 13. 1st down, Cleveland.
Up until that run, this 1st half, it's kind of been tough sledding here for this run game. They'd love to see him get going. That last big pickup's going to go a long way.
This is set. Down and go.
He'll go back to forward on 1st down. And he'll get forward for a couple. Roquan Smith there to bring him down. 2nd down and 8.
We're set.
To throw is Watson. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Just doesn't seem to me right now that he's seeing the field very well. I mean, that last possession results in the pick. You'd expect him to come back out here and be a little bit more careful with the ball, find easier completions, find the better matchup. And instead, he puts the ball back in harm's way, and he's lucky that wasn't another interception.
Throwing on third down, Watson. That's caught. It's the tight end, Njoku. 14 on the pickup. It's a Browns first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Oh, that swung out wide and intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And he is going to score. A pick six for the touchdown. We saw it earlier, the defense on the quarterback with the earlier interception. And now, Greg, not only do they pick him, they turn it into a pick six.
And, Mike, the reality is this has just been a bad first half throwing the football. I mean, not only is it a second interception, but this time the defense gets their hands on the ball, and they're able to take it all the way back for the pick six.
Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Set.
They'll run with 4. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4.
Set.
Again, it's 4. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
Set.
1st and 10, and here comes 4. And the defense was ready for him this time. Did not have the same room to run. That one's no gain.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, here's Watson. That's caught by 4. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins. And it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline. So as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
And he's going to have a first down here as they are into field goal range at the 27.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
On the handoff, Ford. And he will work his way down inside the 30, a pickup of 6. Now we'll get a timeout, Cleveland. That's their second. It is 3rd and 10. Now it's Watson. There's a short throw caught by Njoku. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. Dustin Hopkins on now for the field goal. This one will be from 37 yards out. Hopkins' kick is good. And the Browns are on the board just before halftime. All right, Coach, thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Set.
Here's Watson. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
We're set.
Out of the gun, Watson. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams.
Well, Mike, I think it's pretty clear what the message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind. We're trailing. We're going to come out early in this second half and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes, reckless decision-making, over-aggressive play calling leads to turnovers. Now, this defense finds themselves heading back out onto the field a little earlier than expected, but they need to hold serve and keep this score right where it is.
And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here, they got the lead. We're in the second half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the second half and close this game out?
And he's got it. 1st down. A pickup of 4.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the 1st down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
On the give, it's Mitchell. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. They'll try to throw here with Jackson. He finds Likely, his tight end. And it'll be a short pickup that's not enough for the 1st down.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
We will have a Ravens 1st down. They're able to convert, albeit not by much, but they get it on 3rd and a yard. They'll run with a man from Marshall, Rashid Ali.
Penetration is the key to run defense. Stop the running back before he has a chance to get started. That's exactly how it played out here.
Here's a 2nd and 12. Now Mitchell. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down. to throw, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Ravens add on to their lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. Off the bootleg, here's Watson. Now a loose football. One of his teammates there to take it back in.
Well, fortunately for this quarterback, Mike, thanks to the alert play by one of his teammates, they're going to prevent this from being a turnover. It's just so hard as the quarterback. You're trying to keep your eyes downfield. You're trying to keep the plays alive. You have to feel the rush. You have to understand when that clock's going off. That ball either needs to come out, or it certainly needs to be protected.
Here's Watson now on second down. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Shotgun snap to Watson. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Punting time for the Browns. They're set to kick it away, as he's standing right around his own goal line. That'll be returnable from the 35. Oh, no fair catch, and he pays the price. Big shot to make sure this return didn't even get started. First and 10 now from the 36. They'll start this on the ground with Mitchell. Ho-ho! And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Play action now. Jackson. To the tight end, Likely. It's a gain of 16, and it's 2 nice plays to begin this drive.
But I'll tell you what, Mike, this is one of those times where you really see the evolution of the tight end position, right? It's not the days of just go past the first down, turn around, catch it, and fall. We see so many guys around the league that with the ball in their hand, they're almost more running back than they are tight end.
And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half. And he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
They'll run with Mitchell. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense.
And he will score. George Pickens. Touchdown, Ravens. Greg, nothing changed at halftime. They come right out to start this third quarter and pick up where they left off.
Well, I think this defensive coordinator is going to think back to his halftime speech, Mike, because whatever adjustments he thought they made, it obviously didn't resonate. What we saw happen in the first half, they picked right back up here to start the third quarter, and at this point, the offense has hit its stride, and they continue to pull away.
Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30.
Set. At 59. Out.
Watson now on first down. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Pretty unforgettable performance so far in the first half, Mike, and they're going to try to figure this out here in the second half and try to gain some momentum, figure out what's going to work, where are our matchups, and let's go try to put a drive together and get some points, because so far this has been a struggle, and they just cannot get anything going through the air.
We're set.
To throw on second down is Watson. A hit as he threw. The pass is incomplete. Trying to set up that screen, but the rush got there too quickly. 2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to third down and 10. Back to throw is Watson. Open man, and that's Tillman. And he'll try to get to the marker, but he's going to wind up a yard or 2 short.
Nice job by the defense there, stopping them short on third down. Brings up fourth, but Mike, honestly, I don't think there's much decision to be made. He's got to keep his offense out there. They need to come away with points. Find themselves down multiple scores in this one. They're going to have to maximize these possessions.
We're set. Alert, alert.
They'll run for it. It's 4. He's going to pick up the Browns' first down. They find a way to convert on fourth down and pick up 10 yards.
I know it's 4th and short, Mike, but at this distance, you actually have to clear a lane out. You can't just fall forward or push the pile. So that conversion, it's as much of a credit to the blocking as it is.
And he's going to be taken down, a sack on what likely will wrap up play in this third quarter. So we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
We're set.
Now Watson. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
Going to leave the offense out there. for 4th and long.
They're set.
They snap it to Watson. That's to the open man. It's Tillman. And he's going to have a Browns first down. That was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give him a new set of downs.
They're set.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Throwing again is Watson. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Robert Spillane.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
You are X. You are X. Report. Report. Hey, Ozzy. Sit up. Sit up.
Here comes Mitchell on the toss to the right. No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
They'll go again with Mitchell. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it is 3rd down.
Anytime you run a draw, you're hoping the linebacker reads pass and starts dropping into his pass coverage. That's what creates space for your running back to get going. Well, not this time. The linebacker saw it from the jump. He's able to penetrate in the backfield and take the runner down for a loss.
Ravens bring their punt team out. Now the return, and not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
They're set.
Throwing is Watson. That's to the right side and incomplete.
That's a throw that's going to make him cringe on Monday, Mike, in the film room. At this level, quick hitters, those quick, easy passes, those should be borderline automatic. But it was anything but this time around.
This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. 3rd down stop sets up 4th down.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the 4th quarter.
And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
It's on.
A handoff here to start the drive, but this will end up being a reverse. And a nice game there on 1st down. He takes it forward for 8 yards. Here's 2nd and 2. Running is Mitchell. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it. And no matter what they do, They have no answers whatsoever.
And this time they are ready for him. He'll be thrown for a loss. No big gain that carry. It's second down. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while, it seemed like everything the offense did hit. And after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up fourth down. Out is Justin Tucker to try the field goal. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Ravens will add to their lead here in the fourth quarter.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So Tucker is back out after making the field goal. He'll kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Watson to throw. Here's a screen set up for 4. He's going to be taken down, but there's a late flag in the backfield that might give him 15 more yards. On first and 10, here's Watson. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. From the shotgun, give to Ford. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground, and a big reason they find themselves trailing, and another loss of yards.
That is incomplete. And here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down. Back to throw is Watson. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. He's going to pick up the Browns' first down, and it's a big letdown there defensively. Somehow they allow them to convert on fourth and long. Watson. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's second and 3 to go. A run straight ahead. That's Ford. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. They'll come up to third and 3. They'll try and run for the first down. It's Ford. The Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here. The clock will stop with an even 20 seconds to go. On first down, Watson. Left side, he's got Njoku. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6. At the Ravens' 11-yard line.
Now we're going to get a timeout, somewhat pointlessly called here with 3 seconds to go in a game that has already been decided. Dustin Hopkins on now for the field goal. This about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. So it is a win here for the visitors, the Ravens. They get the home victory.